A video by Breyers Canine Academy.
Welcome back to Breyers Canine Academy. As always, I'm Luke Schneider, and in this video, I want to walk you through our 12-month puppy program, specifically why we created it, how it works, and what you can expect throughout the whole process. Now, why did we create this program in the first place? Well, one of the biggest reasons we created this program is because we noticed a pattern with new puppy owners. Most people want to start training right away, which is exactly what we encourage at Breyers Canine Academy. But what we also saw is that many owners struggle with setting the right expectations as their puppy grows. The first 12 months are often the most challenging, but they're also the most important when it comes to building a strong, long-term foundation. On top of that, a lot of owners feel overwhelmed. There's a lot to learn, and when everything is presented at once, it can feel like it's too much. And this program is designed to take that pressure off of you. We give you structure, guidance, and support at every step of this process so that you and your dog can succeed together. Now, at each phase of the program, it's designed to match your dog's age, maturity level, and current skill. Your trainer builds the foundation first so that you're never guessing and left trying to figure out anything on your own. We also include a lot of owner lessons throughout the whole process so that your dog learns to follow with you just as clearly and consistently. Now let's look at some questions we often get at Breyers Canine Academy. A common question is, what if I do the training wrong? Well, that's exactly why your trainer lays the foundation first so that you're guided every step of the way. Another question is this going to tie up my schedule? And the answer is no. Everything is scheduled around your availability when it comes to training your dog. Now, during the training portion, you don't need to be present for every session. This means you're free to go to work, run errands, or handle your day as usual while we train your dog. The only time we're going to need your full attention is during your one-on-one owner lessons, which are scheduled again around your availability. Your homework during this time will be simple and designed to fit naturally into your daily routine. Now, there may be times we ask you to practice during public outings with your dog, but this can be done at local locations that are convenient for you. Now, another question that we hear is, what if my puppy isn't 8 weeks old and is a little older? And that is completely fine. We can adjust the 12-month program and make modifications based on your puppy's current age, development, and experience level. Another question we hear is, why can't I just wait until my dog is fully mature to start training? And while that's a good question, the answer is, you can't. We do train dogs that are over a year old, but there are a few challenges that come with waiting. During that first year, most puppies create a lot of frustration for owners. Things like tearing up items in the house, getting into things they shouldn't eat, potential vet visits, losing sleep, and constant stress from not knowing how to manage their energy as young puppies. And on top of that, if you wait a full year, your dog has now practiced all these unwanted behaviors for 12 months. And that makes it much harder to build the behaviors you actually want. So when you start early, you have a lot more leverage. You're building habits, structure, and repetition while your puppy is developing. So instead of starting from scratch later, your dog already has a strong foundation, and it only continues to improve from there. Another question that we hear often is, why can't I just send my dog off or have a trainer do everything for me? And that's another great question. But the answer is, you do need to be a part of training. Dogs do not generalize their behavior very well. If your dog is trained somewhere else, they're not learning how to behave in your home environment. And if someone else does all the work, your dog builds that relationship with the trainer and not with you. And that's why in our program, we work with your dog and with you so that your dog learns how to listen, respond, and behave with you in your everyday life. Now, one of the most important things to understand is why we don't try to teach your dog everything all at once, and why this is a full 12-month process. Your dog's maturity is not ready to be reliable with certain expectations early on. A puppy can learn a lot, but that doesn't mean that they can perform it reliably in real life situations. That's where frustration usually comes from, when you expect too much too soon out of your puppy. In this program, we're very intentional about when we teach certain behaviors. We focus on the right things at the right time based on your dog's maturity. This makes your time and energy more efficient and allows your dog to succeed without all sorts of unnecessary pressure. Now, let's look at some maturity based progression for your dog. We do this in 4 quarters, starting with quarter one, which is preparation, not pressure. Most puppies at this stage are too immature to be reliable around certain distractions. So we focus on making training enjoyable and engaging, building simple, clear behaviors, using training to help you manage your puppy's daily schedule, and improving focus and continuing to develop potty training habits. We're not really expecting your puppy to manage themselves just yet. We're setting the foundation for that down the line. Now, in quarter two, this is what we call controlled real life application. As your puppy matures, we begin applying training to real life situations at an appropriate level. This includes walking behaviors, heel positioning, calm behavior around guests, and controlled settings. Now, in quarter three, this is what we call a challenge and exposure quarter. Now your puppy has more maturity and more repetition. And this is where we begin to challenge them. We introduce public environments and higher levels of distraction. And at this point, your dog is ready to succeed in these situations. Now, in quarter four, this is the reliability and independence quarter. And by the final phase, your dog has the maturity and experience needed for reliability. We begin transitioning away from treats and tools when appropriate. We'll also introduce some off leash reliability and reinforce consistency whether the leash is on or off. And this is where everything comes together for your dog. Now let's look at the big picture about what this program accomplishes. This program takes your dog from an early puppy stage all the way to reliable, real world behavior as an adult. By the end, you'll have confidence to know that whether your dog is on leash or off leash, they understand how to respond, stay safe, and behave when it matters most. Now, with that in mind, let's look at what we teach. And these include core commands. And we focus on 4 main commands overall. And that's heel, sit, down, and come when called. In our system, sit means sit and stay. Down means down and stay until you give a command to release them. This creates clarity and calm behavior both inside and outside of your home. Now let's look at some visual cues and independent behavior. We also teach your dog to respond to everyday human behavior, not just your commands. For example, when a door opens, your dog creates space. When you sit down, your dog settles. If you give open arms, that invites the dog for affection. And if you close your arms, that will signal to your dog to give space. This helps make your dog a good decision maker without constant direction from you. Now, we also teach your dog how to behave appropriately around guests without you needing to constantly manage them. This allows you to focus on your guests while still knowing your dog understands the expectations that you have for him. Now, what does each phase of training look like? Well, each phase includes 15 total lessons. The first 10 lessons are foundational lessons. They're completed Monday through Friday over the first 2 weeks. Your trainer will work directly with your dog to build that foundation. And you don't need to be present. We just need access to your dog. You'll also receive video education explaining what your dog is learning and how to follow through. And you'll practice simple drills once or twice a day, about 3 to 5 minutes. Now, the final 5 lessons, these are owner lessons, and these are spread out over the rest of the phase. And we focus on teaching you how to maintain, reinforce, and build on your dog's training. Now, if you're looking for a structured, step by step program that grows with your dog and takes the guesswork out of training, this is exactly the program designed for you. We're here to guide you every step of the way. And as always, I'm Luke Schneider with Breyers Canine Academy, and I'll see you on the next one.
This has been a Breyers Canine Academy training video. Thank you for watching.